things are never given to you on a plate. You know, sometimes you got to go with the flow and you got to trust your instinct that this direction seems like the right direction. What you do know is that whatever you are doing, does it make sense?
Hi, my name is Kai Chan, a financial consultant, creator, and your host of The Creative Heart Show.
In today's episode, I chat with Gerald Lu, a head sommelier, two-time national sommelier champion, and president of the Sommelier Association of Singapore. We talked about being self-aware of having the personality type that thrives on relationships and how that, when coupled with passion, enables one to build a meaningful career and business. This is the special wine episode. Enjoy the show.
So welcome everyone to another episode of The Creative Heart. Today I have a very, very special guest that I've been wanting to talk to for a very long time. His name is Gerald Lu.
Hello.
From Prelim. We are actually at his establishment here in Tanjong Pagar. It's my favorite wine bistro.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Been patronizing this establishment for a few years now. And actually, interesting story, a bit of the backstory is that I was introduced to your place here, I think 3 to 4 years back by my friend. If you're watching this, Serene, shout out to you for introducing this place. We've become friends since then.
Yes. How long was it again?
3 to 4 years back.
Wow, okay.
I think before Fiona and I got married, for 2017.
Oh, you're married?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I should stop texting her.
Yeah, so 3 to 4 years back, we've been coming back here since, because one thing that really struck me about Gerald is how personable he is as a person. Like, you know, we come here and we've actually been to different bistros, different restaurants, and it always feels like, you are, friendly, sommeliers, friendly staff, but there's just something very different about Gerald's flair when he actually approached us, which is why I think he's actually very memorable, and I have been wanting to actually talk to him and really include him in this Creative Heart podcast. So, a bit of his background when I was actually doing research about him.
Yes.
Two-time national sommelier champion.
Yes, before.
Two-time national champion.
Once upon a time.
I actually had no idea.
Nothing changes. Once upon a time.
Two-time national champion. The first title, he's the youngest at age 25. Am I correct?
Correct. When I was now there's younger.
Now there's younger.
Yeah, now there's younger. And 24 now, I think.
Getting younger.
Yeah, they're getting younger.
So 2010 and then 2017. Just to name a few more, because I'm a sake fan. So he's also a certified sake sommelier.
Yes, I am.
Certified master.
No, I'm with. So basically, I have a sake sommelier certification, which I never practice and I never tell people, because it's one of those things that I just took it for fun.
Okay.
Yes, of course, and the rest of the other usual wine accreditations, WSETs, Court of Master Sommeliers, certified specialist of wine. These are little things like that I take over the years. And then of course there is I don't know what else. There's just other competitions and other things.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Last year you were kind of like inducted as the president of.
Oh yes. So the other role that I take on is I am helping to run the Sommelier Association of Singapore. So last year I was elected the president of the association, and it's my second year. So it's a 2-year term.
Yeah.
So let's see if I'm still sitting there next year.
This year you are?
Still president.
This year age.
Oh, I'm turning 35 next week.
35 this year, right?
Oh,
next week?
Next week. Yeah, very quickly.
Okay. I think time for me to buy him something.
So it's a time flies. Time flies when you're having fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a nice point for me to take us back. I would like you to actually take us back to, because I read online that you actually found your passion for the grapes, for the wines, when you were working at a bar at 16.
Yeah.
I would like you to actually take us back, all the way back to your childhood.
Oh.
Leading up to how you came to stumble upon your love for wine.
Oh, okay. So there was a day when someone gave me a pack of Ribena. No, just kidding. So when I was a kid, right, I've always wanted to be a soldier since I was young. So I always knew that I wanted to to be in the military. So I was always very fascinated with the way the war movies are filmed, and then like wow, there's this whole camaraderie and brotherhood, and then they fight for something together. And I thought it was.
How old were you in this?
6, 7 years old maybe.
You really watching war movies?
Yeah, I just watched war movies and stuff like that. So I was always wanting to do that. So as I grew up, I joined everything that would lead me to become a soldier. So I joined sports, track and field, NCC, air rifle. In fact, when my first year of poly, right, I for a while I joined triathlon actually. Yeah, and then I carry on to become one of those senior National Cadet Corps guys, the cadet lieutenant thing. It's a volunteer thing before NS. So I was really into the whole thing. But of course, because of that army thing, I did not know what I want to study. So I came from a good school, and the school, everybody goes to a JC, more or less, 99% goes to a JC. So I went to JC for the first 3 months. I did not enjoy it at all. Yeah, I didn't see the point. But then again, I did not know what courses I would study if I were to leave JC. So I talked to a few friends, and then the friends told me that you maybe try this or that. And I got accepted into sports and wellness because I thought it was related, right? Sports and wellness. But when I found out more about the course, I'm like, no, not really. It's not what I really want to do. So I was living in Tampines, and one of my friends told me that you should try for this course called hospitality management. Because you like to talk to people, and you like to be around people, right? Maybe that's the kind of course for you, because they like people who are very personable. So I said, sure. I said, what is that about? And they said, hospitality, hotel, F&B.
So that was like the first time you actually heard of it?
Yeah, so I have no clue. But because it was so close to my house, I literally 2 bus stops away. So I walked over to Temasek Poly from my house, and I interviewed. There's a walk-in interview process. There's no register paper or anything like that. So I was quite fascinated. It was like, wow, what kind of course is only walk-in interview? So when I went, right, there was like maybe about 1,000 people almost applying for it. It was a big auditorium, queuing up to submit their papers. Most of them were in shirt and pants and like formal kind of attire. But I was wearing a t-shirt, right, with the toilet sign, like the toilet man sign. And then the man had a penis drawn on the marker on it. And then the MEN, right, the N was cancelled, it says me.
Really?
Yeah, and then I was wearing ripped jeans. I'm like, wow, I thought this is submit the form, right? So I didn't know that. Actually, I was sorry that upon submitting the form, you have to go through the interview straight away. So for the interview, so I walk in, the interview look at me and like, this is an interview, right? Yeah, and young guys like you guys, I know you are young, but you shouldn't wear things like that. Oh, I'm so sorry, I can go back and change. No, it's okay since you're here, just finish the interview. So I finished the interview, he said, apart from the shirt, I actually find you very suitable for this course, so I'll send you to the second round. So the second round is a group interview. So they put you into a room and then there's a group discussion, they talk about stuff, but actually they were like filming and watching you behave. And then they come in and they split you up after that and take you for another interview. So that was round 2. Then after round 2, they told me to sit outside, and half of them were sent away. Then the other half of us were the remnants were round 3. So I went into round 3. So I met the course manager. And the course manager, if you're in round 3, right, you are like pretty much accepted to the course. You just want to find out more about you. And then she's like, your t-shirt is very interesting. Was this on purpose? Like,
fashion statement.
So I had no idea how to go through all these interviews. So anyway, I got the course and I was deciding, like, so it sounds fun. F&B, I like to eat. Hotels, I could always live in one. And then clubs, the eyes brighten up. Clubs, like party, girls, dancing, drinks. Okay, I'm in. So obviously it was very different, right? When I went in there, and it was business modules and all that stuff like that. And I think the reality hit when I was taking my culinary and service part of the course. And I realized that most of the people there were into culinary and service. So they all wanted to experience firsthand as a chef, cooking and stuff like that. And I had absolutely no interest. No interest.
You had absolutely no interest.
So I was a very, very bad student. I was burning things. I didn't copy recipes. I anyhow do things, Like there's a recipe for the pie or the tart, right? Then add more egg, add more flour, and then the thing, more better, add. So obviously I screwed up a lot of stuff, and it was not funny because they had to do service and all that. So I was always put to some role that's not service, like butcher or like stewarding and all. And then my teacher said to me, maybe you should consider working part-time and learn about the industry, and maybe you will like it better. You know,
So is that like reading between the lines asked you to?
Yeah, and that started lah. So I was doing some interning work as well, and I also wanted to do part-time. So I decided instead of interning or part-timing in retail or like hotels or what, I said choose F&B. Just out of sheer encouragement and advice of my teachers and my peers and you know my grades.
Okay.
So I went and then I did my first job, and that's where I was doing F&B. And
so
then,
does that mean that you dropped out or?
No. It's just like part-time on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know, it's like how you go to school and then you have a whole period of time where you're supposed to be interning and working. Yeah,
so at that point of time, you were not particularly passionate about like the culinary side of things?
No, I was more fascinated than passionate. I had no clue, bro.
Okay.
But I grew up in a place where Western food to me is like sausages and baked beans, and tuna sandwich is Western food. Yeah, fish and chips and chicken chop and lamb cutlet and mixed grill, bro.
Right.
Yeah. That's Western food.
So you're not fascinated.
McDonald's.
So you were not. You didn't like the hands-on like
I had no clue
cooking and stuff, but you like the.
I just is a new world to me.
Okay.
I had no clue. So to me it was I didn't know you can eat fish raw. Never ate sashimi before.
Okay.
I didn't know that steak, what's medium rare or medium.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I really it was one of those people when I went. So I was in my service class, right?
Right.
And then they were practicing the service thing, and then me and my friend had to sit and do a mock-up as a customer. And then my friend was like, "Oh, so how you like your steak done?" They mocked it up, and then my friend was like, "Oh, medium rare." Then I look at him and I said, "No, like well done, like cooked." So they all look at me and like, "Hey, you're joking, right, Gerald? Are you?" I said, "Am I joking?" No, I'm not joking. I mean, I wasn't sure. Like,
Yeah.
so nobody
It's a
orders a
whole new
well
world,
done steak, you know? Yeah.
Whole new one.
So I'm one of those people like that. I really don't know anything. And I didn't even know pasta existed outside of spaghetti.
Okay.
I thought that spaghetti is pasta, that's it. I didn't even know macaroni was a kind of pasta. So when Pasta Mania first opened, I remember the girl I was dating then, right, she brought me to eat at Plaza Sing.
Okay.
Pasta Mania. Then when the guy asked me what pasta I want, I look at him like,
Isn't there only one kind?
then it's like, oh no, there's linguine and there's penne. And then I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know these things existed. Yeah, so that's
So how are you feeling at that point of time? Do you feel like this is an exciting whole new world that you want to explore?
Yeah, a bit ashamed, but also a bit very excited, you see. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, so that's how I was like that. I really had no.
So that was when you were 16?
17 to 17.
16, 17.
So when I work part-time, and that's what happens. When I work part-time, I got exposed a bit more to the world of F&B. I started obviously being very fascinated with like the beverage side of the business.
Right.
Because of course the bartenders were cool, you know, like throwing bottles and all that, and then they were making cocktails and drinks, and they were very fast, and there's this whole tempo to the thing that was very fascinating. And this young boy lah, bro, just like, I want to go in the bar, I want to have alcohol, I want to talk to chicks.
Okay.
Yeah. So all that happened obviously.
Okay.
But then along the way I realized that there's got to be more than just pouring drinks. How fast can you make 10 cocktails? There's got to be more than that.
Right.
So I started reading up about liqueurs and spirits.
Right.
Like what makes this spirit, where is it from, what's like Cointreau from, where is this from, how is it made? Oh, I started getting more and more interested. And it came to a point that after about 6-7 months of working in the bar, right, I felt that I had more technical knowledge of the products than my bar captain had, even though he was like 10 years in the industry.
Why do you think that was?
Oh, because he couldn't answer simple questions of like the difference between let's say a brandy and a whiskey. He cannot even answer the.
And where did the knowledge come from? Was it because that you were the party boy and?
No, I just started reading on my own.
Ah, okay.
And obviously at the time was like what 2001, 2, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. And there wasn't internet. The internet information like Wikipedia wasn't that.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. Yeah. So I had to buy books to read. So I bought books from Kinokuniya and read. Yeah, and then I just share information, whatever I know, with customers, and I discuss with people who come and visit, suppliers and other bar people come and visit.
So what was the first book that you bought?
All the dummies book, bartending for dummies, wine for dummies and all that.
Particularly wine or beverages?
No, just beverages.
Okay.
So the wine part came because one day I was pouring a wine for a Caucasian guy, and then he started talking to me about the wine. So saying that the wine has all these smells of the apples and pears and whatever, like grandmother cupboard and everything. And then like, wow, what the hell is it? What are we talking about? Wine is wine, what the fuck is that? It's just wine, right? It smells like wine. It all smells the same to me. So, but the question bugged me, you see. Like, why are there these smells inside wine?
Yeah.
So I was at the back of the house, and during my break, and I was having a cigarette, and then I saw the sommelier from the next restaurant, and then he was also outside, and then I saw the great badge on that, and then I went up to him and asked him, "Are you a sommelier? Can I ask about these smells in the wine?" So I asked very innocently, is it like some kind of you make something, infuse something, or you know?
Honestly, I had the same thoughts back then.
Why would they say they have these smells? But honestly, I don't even smell any of these. So he laughed and told me, he said, these are not, they don't infuse anything. It's just, the smells are just natural.
Okay.
And because of the production of things like esters and aldehydes, things like that, and terpenes and all that. Like, what the hell are we talking about? What is esters, aldehydes and all? So and then he told me to read. Yeah, so I bought my first wine books ever since then.
Wow.
Which was French wine for dummies and Italian wine for dummies. Yeah,
nice.
So that was the first 2 books. So after reading the first 2 books over the next month, I was very surprised to find myself, although it's very dry, but I enjoyed the book thoroughly. I'm like, wow, this is very fascinating, this whole world of wine, and I want to learn more. Yeah, so I quit my bartending job, and then I went over to, so bartending job lasted a year and 9 months, almost 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just 6 months before national service, I went to work for that sommelier, the next door restaurant. Yeah, and that was a waterfront restaurant at Empress Place. Yeah, and then there was 500 label list, and I didn't know what was sommelier about, but I just wanted to learn about wine. I didn't even want to be a sommelier, I just wanted to learn about wine. So I was put in a cellar, a big cellar that was a walk-in cellar. I sat in the cellar. My job was to sit in the cellar most of the time and wait for orders to come out, look at the order, take the wine from the bin, arrange it on the trolley. We have a trolley, and then the sommelier will come and pick up the wine and go and open. And the guy who hired me was the head sommelier. The guy who I met outside was the head sommelier. Okay. All he did was just come in, he go up to the table, rock up to the table, right, and just talk about the product. He didn't have to open the wine and talk about the product. And this guy, right, I look at this guy, whoa, this guy's like some superstar in the restaurant, right? It's always crowded, people are always asking for him. The guys are coming and always Sunny this guy around, Sunny around, and talk to him. You know, and they want his recommendation. Then like, wow, he'll always be there, talking, laughing. Then the pretty girls will be there. Then he'll drink wine with them. And the girls will be very happy. Or he'll ask us to bring out another bottle for them. Oh, then very good. And then after he finishes work, he'll go and drink with them. It's okay, today I'm leaving, you guys close. So what the heck? This guy comes in the latest, doesn't do anything,
the
earliest. But everybody wants to talk with him. And then it seems like the bosses love him also. Okay. Come to him, wow, this is sommelier. I mean, obviously so very fascinating.
That was the impression.
So I thought, well, maybe this is a possible career path that someone can make money out of.
I see.
Yeah. So anyway, that all ended, and I went to NS. I still had the dream of being a soldier. Remember the soldier story? Yeah. So I went to NS. I did fairly well for my national service and all that. So I got to where I wanted to go. But in my unit, when I went to unit, after a while, along the journey, I realized there were some things that I didn't expect things to be like that. And of course, you're a bit older, then a reality kind of sinks in. At the end of the day, you know, this is a job. It's a job. It's not what you see on TV. You know? Yeah, and you know, and there's some things that were said and done that I decided that, okay, you know, I think this is a dream that I had. I still love it. I love serving my country. In fact, I just completed 10 years of this service. Right. My unit has requested for me, and I requested to carry on. So I'm just on a 3-year rover program. So I'm going to carry on 3 more years voluntarily. Yeah, so extra service after my 10 years. Cool. Yeah, I really like NS and all that. So that aside, I said not for me. So I came back out. Yeah. And I didn't know what to do, because obviously I'm not trained as a sommelier. Right. I just have some experience in beverage. Right. I definitely don't want to go back and be a bartender. So I was just loitering around for the next month or and a half. I was doing part-time jobs and banquet things, helping friends in their restaurants for wine service or whatever service. Hey, can you come and help? No, short manpower, right? Yeah. I applied for SQ. Yeah, then second round out. Yeah, out. And okay, that's fine. That's not for me. Just for fun. Hey, Gerald, go and try SQ. Yeah. Okay, try. Yeah. So,
were you like trying to be the what do you call it? The
air sommelier? Yeah. I didn't even know that existed. Okay, let's try. Something in the service industry, right? And then one day I was out drinking, and then I bumped into some ex-colleagues, and ex-colleagues say that, why don't you study and work at the same time? Is that even possible? So I talked to my ex-colleague who's now the manager of the outlet. He said, yeah, sure, Gerald, if you want to work part-time, and we're happy to offer you a unique package where you work like a full-timer, slightly lesser, but you can go study 3 times a week. Okay, so I took it because to me it was like, okay, it was a good deal, right? I make some money at the side to cover my expenses and just work, clock some industry mileage also. And then the next thing you know, it's just the day before I start work, the night before, on Sunday night, 9:30 I remember, right? Walking back home and then somebody called me and I was my manager on the phone and said, hey Gerald, remember last time you do wine, right? I'm like, yeah, sort of lah. I see the seller and pull bottles out, I don't really do wine. We don't have a wine guy in the restaurant. So tomorrow you just come, don't wear the uniform, just wear your like old wine outfit, like the white and black shirt with the apron and all that. Oh, okay lor. So I came and then that's how I was thrown into the whole sommelier thing.
Okay.
So for 3 months I was lying my ass off, selling rubbish things that anyone sells.
So hold on, like it seems to me so far like your story, which is something very interesting. Like even for this whole wine scene, I think what you're alluding to is that you kind of like have this playful character that you always go with the flow, and then serendipity just takes over. And
you can say that.
Something like that.
I think most of us in life start out thinking that we want to do something, but the reality of life is that things never fall at your feet. Like it's either you got to work for it, or when you see windows of opportunity, you try to jump through the windows. Even though when you do that, right, the leap of faith, right, things are never given to you on a plate. Sometimes you got to go with the flow and you got to trust your instinct that this direction seems like the right direction. What you do know is that whatever you are doing, does it make sense? The day when it doesn't make sense to you, like all of a sudden you wake up and like, this is terrible, I don't feel like waking up to do this anymore, then you know that you have lost it already. But if you wake up feeling that I'm lazy to do it, but I still like doing it, okay, that's a different thing. And you know that somehow when you're doing it, there's some kind of enjoyment, there's some kind of spark and light in you that feels good about it. That's true. So I guess although the salary was shitty, I was like making $1,350 for 6 days a week. And like 10 hours a day, 10 hours, it's crazy. It's nothing. So, but you still wake up and you feel like, okay, no, actually I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to the customers at work. It beats everything. If I can make somebody's day happy for 2 hours of that day, right, I think that's great. So it
was the contact.
But did I ever know I want to be a sommelier? No, I never knew, right? I want to be a sommelier. So I don't think people start. I mean, I'm lucky that first attempt at something, right? And like, I hit like, oh, I like this. But that was how I got into it. So it's not something, people always ask me whether, oh, you must have grown up in a family that was gastronomical. They like wine or something like that. Or you must be some fairly well-to-do kid that you are exposed to wines like this.
None of your family is actually
nobody drink wine.
Not even in the F&B scene.
Oh yes. Okay, so my family has a number of them who are in F&B, but they've never openly promoted or told us. I mean, my mum specifically mentioned to me, don't join F&B, because she was working at F&B for 10 over years.
Alright.
And then she's like, it's terrible. It's long hour, low pay, little respect. So okay. But when she said that to you when you're young, you're like, you don't give a damn, right? Okay, whatever you say, what you want to say,
right? Then with this context, right, I understand you also graduated from University of Wales and then NUS.
Yes, it was no NUS. University of Wales, no NUS.
Then your Facebook you put NUS.
There's NUS there? I don't think so.
Never mind, it's okay.
No?
There's something. There's some interesting question I want to ask you later, but I want to leave it to the end. But University of Wales. So like as a graduate and then like with your mom telling you, specifically not to join F&B. Then how did they respond? Like, when you told them that,
I think they thought it was a phase though. They thought that it's some glorified bartending position.
So they just let you...
They had no clue what a sommelier was.
So they just let you...
they're like, okay, as long as you got a job, you mix honest money, right? You're not fucking someone around to get the money. Okay.
So you didn't grow up in a household whereby they expected you to kind of get a job, maybe...
No, they were surprised, but I think since young they know that I'm the kind of person that you can't really leash.
Okay.
The more you leash, then I try to do something behind your back.
Okay.
That kind of person. So other than that, I'm quite upfront about what I do. Like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
So you had a lot of space to explore.
As I grew older, I don't think my parents really put anything tight over me, so it's fine.
Okay.
So that's it. It started like that. And really, I met some great people in the industry and who are still around. Some of them are overseas now. And they showed me a path where there was more to what just reading these little books. So that started my journey into wine. fairly seriously.
Mm.
Correct, and that was in 2000 and end 2007, begin 2008.
Right.
Correct, and then one thing led to another. The big eye opener, the next biggest epiphany came when in 2009. When I joined, they asked me to join this national sommelier competition.
Okay, before we get into this, let's do a segue because these 3 glasses of wine have been staring at me for very long already.
Go ahead, yes.
No, but I want to actually, like, before we get into the serious stuff,
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about the flights of wines here. That, usually I come to prelim, this is like the 3 flights are actually what I always go for, and then he really knows my palate. Over time, and then I always ask him, like, surprise me, and then he'll pour me something, and I'm like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw earlier that there's this bottle with Chinese writings.
Yes.
Maybe you can just walk me through what are we having here.
Okay, so the first wine here is the Chinese wine.
Really from China?
Yeah, bro.
Wow, so
because
cool.
the recent spate of events, right, the inspiration is strong.
Serious now?
Inspiration is strong.
Okay.
It's quite far from Wuhan. So it's quite far from Wuhan.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't worry, the bottles have been quarantined for 2 weeks before I opened them. Yeah, so it's fine. They showed no signs of higher temperatures or flu symptoms. Yeah, so I think we are good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, quarantine, isolated in the bin inside.
Okay.
This is from Ningxia province in China.
Ningxia?
Yeah, so it's north of Sichuan province.
Oh, north of Sichuan.
Correct. So this is a Cabernet Merlot blend.
Cabernet
Bordeaux
Merlot.
style wine made in Ningxia.
Okay.
Correct. The winemaker is a Chinese lady called Emma Gao.
Okay.
Yeah, and a very, very inspirational lady who defied a lot of odds and worked very, very diligently, right, just to be where she is now. Correct.
So is it like a family?
It's her vineyard, her vineyard. When her father and run it, but then she is who she is. So Bordeaux style wine,
Which is very my style. Because usually I go for Spanish.
Spanish. Oh, the oak. I think you like the oak.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm sure.
Yes, a lot of new French oak inside. Very, very top.
very good.
Her husband is one of the winemakers for a top Bordeaux winery. Actually.
Wow.
Yes.
And what do we have here for the second one?
Second one is a bit more. It's quite different. So second one is I poured a South Australian Grenache.
Oh, Grenache.
For you, yeah, correct. Actually, I didn't know it's for you to drink, but I thought we were just like putting it on the table for you.
I can't stop myself.
Just randomly pick, okay man, this tree leftover from yesterday.
Yeah, it's still gonna be here, I hope, after the podcast.
Yes, no, this is a Grenache based blend from Barossa Valley. So really, Barossa Valley is like 40 minutes from Adelaide, so you got this really nice, warm, flat kind of place, lots and lots of sun. But the area is very diverse. People used to think of Barossa as just one like standard kind of terrain and all that, but actually there are many different climates and terroirs over there. And they realized that this whole part of Barossa is very, very sandy, and Grenache grows very well there. So you got this really bright cherry, kind of bright cherry, and then sweet spices and flowers and all that coming from the Grenache. Yeah, a lot more fresh, a bit of oak, but a bit more fresh. Yeah. Bright, very approachable Grenache. Yeah, so this is a Grenache from Power and Sun. So
this is something that is good for hot afternoon.
Yeah, it's great. I drink it for barbecues and all that, so
it's nice.
It's fun and it's not expensive.
Alright.
Yeah, it's expensive here lah.
Of course, it's expensive here in Singapore.
Okay, and the last one is something that I think maybe she likes. This is
really?
It's a Primitivo.
Okay, I will save some for you later.
Yeah, Primitivo.
Primitivo.
Yeah. So this is a great variety that was taught to the US laid claim on as their own variety, but was disputed by the Italians.
Okay.
And then after that, it came to a stalemate. No one really knew. And then in 1990s, there's a lady called Carol Meredith.
So nice on the nose.
Yeah, and they realized that this grape is neither from America or Italy. It's a Croatian variety. Yeah, so it's the grape is known in Italy as Primitivo. So that's where I'm pouring from. It's from Puglia, southwest of Italy. Yeah, and then in America it's known as Zinfandel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, known as Zinfandel.
Yeah, no wonder.
Yeah, and in Croatia is
recall that bits of Zinfandel that I remember. Yeah.
Krajinat Kastelanski is known in Croatia. It's crazy Asian grape variety. Very, very wild berries, poison berries and
I think you might
lingonberries
like
and all that. and then like a candied fruits and a very rose hip kind of character. Yeah, so
Cool.
this is three quite different styles. 3 continents, different styles.
This is the most oaky one.
Yeah, this is most okay. This is very Bordeaux and French in style. You see the colour also very Cabernet, it's a lot darker. And the other two are a little bit more reddish, scarlety kind of colour.
So one thing is I've been very, very curious about your approach to your business, being a sommelier and things like that. How on earth, I think you do your best, but like how on earth do you even remember our palate?
I don't know. Firstly, you come quite often, so...
No, I don't think so.
Often enough for me,
Okay.
at least.
Do you remember like generally your regulars palate?
Actually, now that you mention it, most of them I try to I do remember. And I remember this guy comes in and what the style that they like, and usually there's some kind of flashback in my head that pulls out what you guys were drinking. Eventually, after a while, I developed my own little system to classify where these customers are in this area of style of wine that they like to drink.
In your head?
Yeah, so when this group of customers come, right, I naturally, they are in this style, in this category. So immediately, there's this like folder that comes up, mental folder that comes up, and I pull out whatever is new in the cellar that I bought that's in this kind of category. So even when I buy wines, I also try to fit them in the categories. And
is this part of a regular training process?
That's not training, it's just my own thing.
It's your own thing.
Yeah, I just have this whole light, medium, full body, which I always ask you guys.
Yeah.
Then I will go, is it more earthy or more fruit driven? Then I'll ask you guys if there's anything country or grape that you want to drink or don't want or you don't like or you like, especially for first time people.
I see.
So from there, it's easier for me to roughly profile you into a certain group. Yeah, it increases the hit rate of attrition investors. So so hit rate.
Because I'm thinking like the reason why I asked, is it part of your training, is that I assume that I have totally no idea of how national competition actually goes. Like you're really knowing your wine, studying about your wines. I assume it's similar system where you have to know how to compartmentalize certain flavors. Is it something like that? I mean,
no, I think it's okay. So basically, in competitions, it's a lot more technical knowledge. You see what's going on in the rules and regulations, history, product knowledge. These are very, very important. Technical skills and ability, include tasting, opening wines, and all that stuff like that. Mathematical calculations and analysis, quick analysis of
mathematical calculation.
Yeah, like you need to quickly calculate. Like if let's say you have, because there are many times we have thrown a situation where suddenly, oh no, hey look, we got this big group coming in all of a sudden, or we got this like 100 people coming. How many bottles of wine should we buy in case that this number of people come and they're drinking a lot? So you got to think on your feet very quickly. Like, okay, we need to get this wine at how much, and maybe we can get this size at how much, and then we can save some cost for the company, things like that.
Right.
So very simple math. You got to count your cost of goods. You got to count your margins very quickly. You want to price something.
That's tested in the competition.
Yeah, for example, yeah. So it's because these are real scenarios lah.
No idea.
Yeah.
I thought it's all about flavors, profiles, like notes and things like that. So
yes, it's there. But the thing about how to profile your customers, you don't do that in competition. Yeah, by right, you are not supposed to profile anybody. You're supposed to treat everybody as it is. But you realize in reality is that the job is that you really have to immediately walk in and assess and size out your customer very quickly. You don't have a lot of time. So you need to have if you can develop your own certain set of rules or guidelines to help you without sounding offensive to a customer, right? Then it's easier to manage. Imagine you come in and ask me, so what price point you want? What kind of wine you like? You can drink French wine or not? Wow. Things like that. I mean, that sounds very rude or sounds very aggressive and something. That's not what you want to come across.
So how does one go about okay, I let's say I'm very new to the wine scene, or maybe I've actually gotten maybe 2 years under my belt, working at a bar and things like that, and I want to, is there anybody who actually just go, okay, I want to go for a national competition, how do I go about preparing for it? Do I approach for a mentor or anything like that?
Oh, I mean, no, competition wise, of course you can do it on your own. Of course it'd be great to have some mentors who can help you out because they have experience in competition, they know how it's run and what the judges are looking for. Of course you can train to a direction, but it's a lot of hard work and grinding and studying. I think you were here before when I was studying for exams.
So you got the notes from somewhere? I'm curious about where do you get all the materials from?
Okay, so obviously the courses that you take in they help a lot because there's very structured learning. So structured learning is good because there's a way like let's do by country, and then from country you can study things like that. Nowadays it's great because we have things like Guild Som from America. They have all this like a whole members directory and toolbox of sharing resources, and it's very neatly categorized and everything is typed out nicely. So there's all these stories and information that you need to know. Yeah, and then on top of that, Guild Som has come out with an app which is called a compendium, so you can pull out information very quickly on that app. You need to know this region, what's the grade over there, what's the regulation, what's the minimum percentage, the law, when was this established, what year. Yeah, so these are all readily available even on your hands, your fingertips. So that is the technical part of it, of things. Knowledge of products comes from tasting, also asking questions, and obviously how much you can remember about the product. And then there are fascinating facts about each winery that you may want to know, especially the famous ones. You need to know a lot more. Yeah, and the rest really come from experience. Yeah, I mean you can study
from
that much.
Visiting the winery.
Yeah, I'm sure you can study and try to memorize as much as you can. Like in terms of what the raw recipes go into the cocktails lah, what comprises this particular product lah. But there's only that much you can taste a year.
Okay.
Yeah. So
is that like the homework that you do when it's not your business hours?
We study. Depends.
Something actively.
Yeah, when season comes, like when everybody is like into the whole study mode because of the to meet exam dates right now, then you'll study a lot more often. Yeah. I mean, we have random blind tasting every now and then. People come and just blind taste you and you blind taste with sommeliers. Right. But when it comes to training for exams, then yeah, there are a lot of that you have to do actual practice, just like anything else. So every day you'll be sitting with 5-6 wines in front of you, then you have timing, then you time and try to blind taste the wines quickly. You blind taste spirits, you blind taste things like that. You do service skills opening a bottle of sparkling wine, decanting something. You have like 2 and 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So you'll be very fast. And then as you are opening, you need to keep talking. You cannot just open. So you talk about the product within 3 minutes. So you need to compress very quickly.
Oh, this is within training.
Yes. So, and these are all part of training for exam or competition. So it's a bit different. It's very unlike real life, you see.
Yeah.
But yet again, the competitions are trying to show you curveballs that may happen in real life.
So they will throw you scenarios.
Scenarios, and you never know what comes. Competition, exam, you know. Like, these are exams, right? This is what you are required to know. So you have to study for it and prepare for it, and then you should be okay. But competition is a different ball game because it's like you really don't know. And there are sommeliers who are very, very highly certified, but they don't do well in competitions because they are not used to, or they don't like random things and curveball. They like structured learning. So then suddenly you throw them something random, right? They are like, wow, they are lost. They get stuck. You see, so that's the big difference. You know, imagine you study so much about wines, right? And then you go into the competition, one of the questions come out and like, okay, look at this menu here. Yeah, but I want you to pair everything with beer only. And it must be a beer from a different country. Well, then you're like stuck because to you it's like, well, you never drink a lot of beer. Yeah, for example, say you don't know. Then you get angry because you spend your life preparing for wine. It's a sommelier thing. But a sommelier needs to know everything that's liquid. So you have to be able to expect anything. All the stations can come out anything.
Right.
Yeah, so it's really comes down to experience and general love and understanding of beverages and what you do actually in this industry.
Cool.
They will give you a list of wines. They ask you to design a food menu around it. Give me 5 dishes in this one, but must be international dishes, must be dishes that come from only Asia. Wow. So if you're not versed in cuisine, right, then you are dead also. And they want different country. So every country has to come up with some dish. So you also got to be familiar with dishes and all that.
Nice.
So it can be anything. So these are all interesting. Competitions are a bit more interesting, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, there are many world champions that you see. They are not like master sommeliers or masters of wine or anything. They don't have like very high level certifications, but they are world best sommeliers or top sommeliers. It's just a different kind of way of managing it.
So do these titles or like the championships and things like that?
Yeah.
I understand in certain industries they actually really do play an important part to like, you know, like how good you are as a sommelier, how good you are in your field.
Yes.
Does that hold the same significance?
I'll be lying if I say it doesn't.
Okay.
Right? I mean, everything that you get, all these accolades and accreditations, they do come with perks and benefits.
Yes, definitely.
I would say that they come in the form of opportunities that will come to you. Because obviously somebody looks for something, they want somebody with some kind of accreditation and all that. So that definitely helps. Yeah,
Understand.
but it's not everything for sure. For sure, it's not everything, but it is a means to an end. You know, it is a means to get somewhere where you want to do something in life, and I think that's important. You know, I wish in a perfect world, people are not as myopic and you know, short-sighted to see things like that. Like, oh no, I only want people who are winners and degree holders and masters and whatever things like that. But the fact of the matter is that most people are, and because of through no fault of their own. You know, the system is just designed this way. I know how, but based on meritocracy and all that. Yeah. So you have to get certain things before you can ask for certain things. So of course, this comes with a little price. Yeah.
So based on a lot of the articles I met, you know, previous interviews that you've done, they've always painted about like, you know, obviously you're a very successful sommelier yourself. Like,
No, that's true.
What I'm trying to say is that very few of them actually dive into like the years where you actually, I'm quite sure there's a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices to be made, a lot of late nights, studying and all that to be done. And I just want to dive in a little bit deeper into that. I want to know, because it's always been, seems like always very colorful, very smooth sailing. Have you ever doubted yourself? Doubted in this journey?
Like doubted my
when you were, you know, trying to...
Yeah, all the time, man. Very often, actually.
Every
about once a year.
Okay.
To go into this one.
Even now?
Yeah, even now. Maybe less. Like you know it's coming now, so you anticipate it, so you plan for it.
What are you anxious about nowadays?
Not anxious. I mean, like there just comes a time, right, where you get burnt a little bit, burnt out a little bit. I mean, imagine every day you wake up and you are just talking, living, breathing wine and beverages.
Okay.
Every single Instagram, Facebook feed that comes out on your phone is always about beverages.
Okay.
Every comment, every other article that's being shared to your phone is always about beverages.
Okay.
Almost every friend that you meet is about beverages.
Okay. And they come to talk to you about beverages.
Exactly. And then you come to work and then everybody talks to you about beverages, right? And then you'll be again enthused about it. Okay. Because that's why they come to you for. Your colleagues, everyone, people come to you for help, advice, and stuff like that, and always about the same thing. So there will come a point of time where it's like, well, you know, it's just too much. Like it's just too much. I won't say that you want to like burn the next bottle of Pinot Noir you see, or you know, not that point.
Okay.
But it's really, you just have enough of hearing people talk about beverages.
Okay.
Like, oh my god, there's something else to talk about.
Okay.
If another person asks me, what do I drink on a daily basis, I want to punch them. Kind of thing.
So you feel very like kind of...
But you have to understand that that's what they are interested to find out. Yeah. So it's fine, and this will keep happening. You know, and previously I didn't understand it, and I just, you know, as it hits you, right, this thing, and you try to like absorb the thing and like, you know, try to push it away or something like that. And it eats into you and you get pissed off, you get upset, and then you know it's all this thing that's building up, right? And then you just need like something to trigger it, and that's it. And you just snap, you know. For example, it could be just like suddenly that day, right? A lot of them deliver wine that day. Then you're like, what the fuck? Why got so much wine delivery? Then you text your shop, say, you order wine, say, yeah, I did. Then everybody order wine and ask to deliver on the same day. No one is decent or responsible enough to go and plan yourself on the roster and come and receive wine early. Right. Then I am not the one ordering, but I'm the one, I need to come and do my own things. Right? Then now I suddenly have to do all and clear all the shit for you. But it's part of the job. It's sommelier. You know this, Gerald. You've done this for more than 10 years. These things happen all the time. But all of a sudden that day you just trigger. Boom. And then you get angry. Why am I doing this? Why nobody cares about the shit I do? Right? So I do this shit for fuck. Then you get them sian, you know. Then next thing you know, you just want to cancel all these trainings and all that stuff like that. Fucking.
Then how do you...
Talk to people, I don't know how to...
Then how do you personally come out of these situations?
So over time, you get older and you realize that these things will happen to you, and then you to minimize the impact when it hits me.
Minimize the impact?
Yes. So for example, the wall over there, the back, right, where all the bottles are, they're all autographed bottles by winemakers and people who come visit. Okay. Yeah, and these bottles, right, they remind me of friendships. People will come out of friendship, and the friendships you develop. Yeah. That's nice. That's something that money can buy. Not every industry can buy you friendships like that. Yeah. My toilet, when you go to the toilet, there's the pictures of all my stuff. Yeah, and then and sometimes when you get them sian, then you go toilet, you just want to go toilet and pee, or you just want to wash your face or something. And then there's this moment where it's quiet and you're alone.
Something I've noticed for a very long time, and I will be lying if I never said that when I go and do my business, it feels very weird that there's so many faces staring at me. But it's nice lah.
Yes, nice. Okay. Yeah, some of them look quite nice to look at. I should not say who. You know who you are if you're watching this. Yeah, so I mean, the pictures there are all my ex-colleagues and ex-staff who worked here, right? And they remind me of that this journey is not alone. They're not alone in this journey. Even though they are not your mentors or anything like that, but everybody teaches you something along the way, and these people were why you are here, and why you are here, and why you are doing this, and why you will continue doing this, because this war will keep going of people, and you know it softens the impact, and it just serves as a reminder to yourself why you're doing this. But it also tells you that okay, you just need a break from wine, and and I started to plan a break. Maybe I take a few days off work. I don't want to do wine. And the funny thing is that the first day you really don't touch anything about wine. Second day, more or less. Third day, then you're like, wow, very sian. Then you want to read some wine article. Then you start to you get back into it. So you just need a recharge.
You still will go back to wine no matter.
Yeah. You still get fascinated. You know, it's nothing. I mean, looking back, there's nothing that I would change about this. Why I picked this line. I thank God, and I thank the people around me all the time that I'm still in this industry. Still here. It's as you get older, and then especially when you want to take on more roles to say mentor people, or to say contribute something back to the industry or grow the industry, where you start to take on roles like that are not part of your job scope. That's when you come under a lot more scrutiny, and that's where there's a lot more opportunities. There are a lot more moments where you may come under a certain pressure that you may crack.
What kind of scrutiny?
People just looking at you, how you behave. For some reason, I'm president, right? Why on the TV you say fuck? Oh, you cannot say fuck. Yeah, that kind of thing like that. Yeah, then for example, I was talking
about... So wine, is it still as an industry, is it very prim and proper?
I mean, there's always this connotation to it, right? But nowadays it's relaxed so much. So in the past, chefs were all in white, right? Yeah. And then a tall hat, that's a chef. Yeah. The apron, and it must be a bit fat. Then you were... Now the chefs all look so cool, the tattoos, all the moustache, bro. How can you have facial hair? You are a chef. Right? And then the hair comb backward, then the black color, black color uniform, very stylish one. Yeah. Denim looking chef jacket. Wow. Yeah. So it's the thing has changed. Thanks to things like that, I mean, the perception has changed. Even for sommeliers. I mean, when I started, right? I mean, I didn't understand. You know, I was a heartland boy. I felt very constrained, right? By simple things like suits and all that. Wow, that was very, very hot. It doesn't make sense to me in Singapore whether to wear suit and all that. But then as a sommelier, you need to wear suit and tie and all that. And I didn't like it. I felt very... But it is an industry still like that. Right, so I was always wearing something different.
Is that why here you establish it? That,
casual. Don't like uniforms. I think you should be yourself, who you are. I like all my funny wine t-shirts. Yeah, I think it's relaxing. I think it's enjoyable, and I think that's for me what I want to communicate across. But that's another philosophy altogether. But yes, it's just something that the connotation is there. Yeah. But I think rules are meant to be. I wouldn't say broken, but they're meant to be always relooked at again, and then you see how you can improve certain rules or follow the trend and follow the times to suit your needs. There will still be people who like the white tablecloth and prim and proper stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, you see. A Lafitte maybe tastes better under a white tablecloth. I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah, but I think a Lafitte tastes better with the right friends to drink with. Yeah.
So, now that you're president, in a Sommelier Association of Singapore, what does a role of a president like? What are you supposed to do?
First, you're supposed to build a wall. The wall must be... of course, so it's quite funny.
Wine wall.
Yeah, a wine wall.
Wine.
You draw a wall between the wine bar and the cocktail bar. There's no... You see, the thing is that this kind of our association is quite new. It's not that new in terms of when it was founded, but the direction of where you wanted to go only kind of started surfacing a few years ago. And the reason is because when we first started, right, of course the association was a Sommelier Association of Singapore. So
And it's related to this international association, right?
Okay, so at first not yet, right? At first,
Oh.
I wasn't a founding member, but this is the history, you see.
Yeah.
And what happened was when the group of guys founded this association,
Yeah.
they were sommeliers, they were passionate, and all
Okay.
these guys. And out of these 10 guys who founded the association, right, not a single one of them is left practicing sommeliery in the restaurant.
Okay.
They all moved on to bigger things, businesses and all that stuff. So it was more like a, let's get the SOMs in Singapore to come together and be a community so we can grow this thing together. Great, very noble kind of direction. Eventually they registered and then
Grow in what manner though? Like,
they want to grow like more sommeliers, more opportunities maybe, so that sommeliers can go overseas, maybe to get more sponsorships from brands or from countries or from marketing boards, right, to send sommeliers out for exposure and do competitions and all that. So it was a good thing to improve the level of sommelier here. So over time, they realized that they had to tag themselves with the international body. There's an international called ASI.
Okay.
Yeah, Association Sommelier International.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because as someone that is actually totally not in the wine industry, just consume wine every single day, when I was reading about the ASI, it seemed like a United Nations of wine.
It is. So now there are 70 over countries in there. So Singapore was in it, and then we had to have a parent country for 3 years to guide you, and you must do the competitions every year and all that stuff like that. And then after that, you get inducted. As long as all the members say, okay, they vote you in, then you're inducted. So the association was inducted in 2010. So from 2010 to 2019-20, this year, right? The direction of the association was not firm.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things was that we were very adamant that it should be a Singaporeans-only association. But the reality is that there aren't many Singaporeans who want to work in F&B and hospitality. Even if they want to, there are a lot of chefs. Beverage, very little. They all be bartenders because it's cool. It's a very more fun job, a job that's thrown more into the limelight. Sommelier sounds so boring, sounds so old kind of job, and very difficult. This wine thing is so many things, right? Okay. Yeah, and the fact of the matter is that it is because you are. It's one of those journeys that you can work for a long time, but you still realize you don't know anything.
Do you get to like advance certain things that you wish to see more personally, being now as a president?
I think the association, what we did was over time, right? We the first thing was to convince your own industry that this profession is viable and it's an important profession. And they should be paid properly and should be taken care of properly in a restaurant, and not just like some service staff with an extra skill set that you make use of him. No, you pay for this guy's skill set. You make sure he hones his skill set better. You don't disturb him during his hours. He needs to go and study his wines and do stuff. Don't go and ask him to go and set tables for you. You can, but that's not what he's supposed to do.
Overlapping.
Yeah, it used to be like that. And now, sommeliers, I come to a point where I think that a lot more places respect that rule. Sure, we can still serve tables and it's all that. It's fine. I still serve tables normally.
You are very hands-on.
Yeah, but the thing is that
the kitchen,
yeah, but the thing is that you have to respect that the focus is like that. Yeah, I think that's gotten a very good point. I think the industry has recognized that it is a sommelier association of Singapore, that an association that is united together and collectively we share information, disseminate information, and we can talk about industry issues.
What are you excited about? Like, is there something
I'm excited with the growth.
Yeah,
the growth. So look, I mean, when I was appointed I was nominated as president in last year, right? We had like only about maybe 60 members, which was good considering the fact that when I was joining it was 20 members, 30 members. Yeah, so 60 members, which was decent. But comparing, there's so many restaurants in Singapore, 60 is nothing. Yeah, today I think we have 110, 12 already. So the number is almost doubled. What we grew in 8-9 years, it's doubled in almost a year. And the membership team that was handling it, we made changes. Previously the membership team was the sommeliers, but we realized that it's not, the sommeliers are not the ones who go out and talk to sommeliers, right? The suppliers, the distributors are the ones who go out every day and meet new sommeliers. So you appointed the head membership and the assistant head of membership, both of them are.
So with this growth, right, what does it mean to normal consumers?
It means that collectively, right, what's happening in the industry, right, chances are the SOMs share a common knowledge. and people can see who's doing who's doing what, and then you know roughly what's happening in the scene, who is where, doing what exciting things, what is the local sommelier community excited about. And for us as a president of the Exco, we have a chance to shape that in a way, to tell them like, hey, this is things to look. For example, the recent thing that we are talking about in the association is the Australian fires. And we of course we are no position to dictate, but we encourage the members to maybe do some program where they can have Aussie wines and support Australian wines and stuff like that. And a few of us are collectively trying to plan an event for Australian wine to raise some funds, donate to Red Cross Australia or something like that. There's a general direction and shape you can go to. Yeah, so that's fun. And then you can tell people, these are competitions that are coming up. You guys want to prepare for competition. These are exams that are coming up. In Sydney, in Hong Kong, in Melbourne, New Zealand. And the dates are here. So from now to the date, right, we have some study groups.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you can join study groups.
Wow.
And then so things like that. So these are little things for now. Over time, I mean, the thing is that growing members is one thing. Next thing is to gain the trust.
Okay.
And to let the members know what the hell you're doing. Yeah. But in the first place, we need to know what the hell we're doing. Right? I mean, when I first took over, I don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, what should I do? I mean, it's not, you're not being paid for anything, right?
It's true.
So how much of my time should I put in? What work should I put in? And then you decide for yourself what you want to do. And for me, the short term is to get the industry together and listen that we collectively have a voice, and we should champion and respect why it matters around the world, and help each other out in our businesses. We're not competitors. All of us are sommeliers growing in Singapore.
Would you say that your approach, maybe because you're a very warm, jolly, friendly person that I've known for quite these few years, your approach to make wine less intimidating, is that common amongst a lot of wine establishments?
I can't speak for the other
establishments. Is it something that is that what you're trying to do? Is my
I think personally, I think. Okay, so as I mentioned, I grew up my background and how I grew up, and I think there's a lot more room for Singaporeans to enjoy wine in a manner that is unpretentious and not pompous. Right. Throughout my interactions with wine people around the world and travels with winemakers and all that, it's actually just a beverage. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just a beverage that was made hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and then it just got refined over the years. And you are learning somebody else's culture and adapting it into your lifestyle. Right. So it's a different thing. Culture and lifestyle kind of thing is different. So for me, I want to bridge. Our job in sommelier is to bridge this gap from the guy who makes it all the way to the guy who brings it on the table. And I want to communicate it in the right way. Right. To be honest, I probably could make a lot more money or get better certification if I were to work overseas than in Singapore. The reason is because a lot more focus, no distractions and stuff like that. I just have to do my work. But there's also a reason why I like the army, right? And I love my country and my nation, and I'm proud to be Singaporean. And I want to share with my fellow Singaporeans, right? Hey, actually, the direction of wine, I think this is the direction that I want to preach to you. It's not, we can drink good things. And you must, but first you also must understand why this thing is good, why it's unique. Right. So when you come to my shop, I will, if there's opportunity, I will share little nuggets of information. You talk about the grape, you understand the grape, why the grape is grown like that, why this place like that, a bit different from that place. And you cannot say this place lousy or good. I mean, of course, there are some it's more preferred. They have a better way of making it because of true experience and time. Right. But yeah, it's a beverage that every wine has a time and place for it. Right. Yeah, so
even in the wine world, or even generally your business acumen, who is your biggest inspiration? Is there anybody particular?
Biggest inspiration?
How do you draw your, who do you learn from?
Nobody. Honestly,
Are you a natural?
Not natural. I mean,
do you when you were young, do you sell anything when you were a kid?
Bro, I don't have any business. I'm a poor businessman. You can ask my shareholders if you watch this.
Oh, really?
A poor businessman, I'm sorry. But I'm a sommelier, I always say, and I think that won't change. I like to talk about wine. I like to talk about beverages. I like to share this knowledge and things like that. And I think through this medium of sharing, I make friends like you, and we can talk about other stuff that's not wine related. as well.
But I'll make a mental note for
Yeah,
now.
but over a glass of wine.
Okay, can.
So there's a social lubricant. We can just talk about stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's something that I.
So the businessy
actually-
stuff, basically, you just
The business income falls into place because at the end of the day, in order for you to practice this thing and have a venue to do these things, right, then you need to have, the business must survive.
Mm.
You know, and you need to do things that you need to think like a business person. The first 2 years when I opened, right, I remember like every other wine person who started off there and they said, okay, I want to open a place because everywhere sells very expensive.
Yeah.
I want to be cheaper. I want to be more affordable. Yeah, so I like, okay, let's mark up this amount so not too much so that we can sell. And then you realize that you sell, you work out to sell the wines at this markup. There will always be somebody telling you that it can be cheaper.
okay.
Yeah, you can never win. And then you work so hard for 2 years, and then you realize you make nothing. So you ask yourself, what am I working hard for? You know, so yeah, you can't see. Can you imagine not doing something for 2 years and then you're going to carry on to 4 years, and now it's like 9 years in the shop. Maybe for 9 years, right? There's no salary increment, there's no future, you don't even know what you're looking for. Even if you're not bored of it, your partner or whoever is with you also will say, hey, what the hell is going on, man? Yeah, correct? But, so you keep telling them, no, it's passion. It's passion. Yeah. So people always
But
say
you will get tired of it.
you can't feed yourself with passion,
exactly.
right? Yeah, I know that's a very, very realistic way of seeing things, which is true. So over time, you realize that we have to find this balance point where you need to market your products and sell your products to a certain extent where it's still reasonable, but yet you still can manage and run the business. Hey, the landlord don't care about your passion, bro.
Yeah.
The government don't care about your passion. The government can't explicitly care about your passion. Yeah.
But the marketing side of things, like the skills to eventually bring in business results, is that
Oh, there's no
actually...
marketing skill, bro. So basically, you come here.
I'm just very curious.
I'm very excited to sell you the wine. So when you
Okay.
talk about wine, I excited to pour for you the wine. So I pour for you the wine.
Alright.
Yeah, somehow or rather to people it translates to like, wow, 你很会做生意. But it's not really. It's just that I really want to share with you the wine.
Okay.
What you want to do? What you want
It's
to
just
do?
really you as a person.
Yeah, it's just really want to share wine. So I think that the business marketing is that you just need to be really passionate about yourself. You want to sell bak chor mee, right? Then you got to be really passionate about bak chor mee. Hey, bro, I tell you, this bak chor mee today I make the noodle are different, no. I need 20 times. And then I pull measure how many mm. Then I serve you the thing. Then the next time you come out, hey bro, I realized that the last one was not as exciting. I found a new way to make the noodle. This crazy guy is interested in how the noodle is made. Yeah, I think over time people just find that it rubs off people a little bit. The spark rubs off people a little bit, and people are like, oh, this place is a little different from the other bak chor mee store. These guys can be a bit more excited. To be honest, both their bak chor mee tastes about the same. Both are good. But I think rather go back to that guy.
And with this approach, like first few years, did it immediately pay off? Like,
Of course not.
how was it?
It really is just banging walls and just realizing it. But the one thing that you don't want to change is the honesty and integrity of yourself as a human being. And I think with the passion, right, and then you can even get jaded. Remember talk about that just now, right? You get jaded. Imagine you add on this extra pressure of trying to be fake.
Exactly.
And keeping up some kind of facade and image that you have to portray to people. Well, worse, bro, I tell you cannot. You're not going to wake up every day feeling like you want to go to work, and then you just fall out of thing and it becomes...
But it's tough for a lot of, I guess, business people or professionals to be always consistently authentic.
It depends on your business and your industry. I cannot comment about other industries. Then there are other external pressure like your shareholders and blah blah blah. I'm lucky I have shareholders that are very understanding and they are excited about wine in general. So they're happy with the way things are going. They're happy to have a wine bar that's recognized in the industry. But other than that, there's still so many other... I can't list them all. There's so many external things that fall into place, you see. But at the end of the day, you cannot compromise on that one thing that makes you unique, which is just honest food and drinks, and then honest service and all that. And then
the rest of the things.
it will fall into place. And then end of the day, you just don't want to overcharge. You just want to charge fairly. It's okay, I don't really have to make money all the time off you, but I cannot lose money then it doesn't make sense for both of us in the long run.
Customers understand as well.
Yes, most of them do. And the thing is that the regulars and the friends that I make here over time, I'm more selective about them because eventually, and why we don't do like a mailing list and all that stuff. I think I'd rather do a broadcast list where I save all these numbers in my phone personally, and I tell my staff these are the people because these are relationships that you build up over the years. And yes, while they are customers, they are also friends. And for me, it makes more sense this way to run a place like that. It's a slow process. Any businessman out there will look at this, what I just said, and laugh. Yeah, but as I say, I'm not a businessman. I mean, it's a business that I'm
But
running.
it's sustainable though. Like what you mentioned is 9 years.
So,
But I agree with you, like, a
years
lot of
of
businessmen definitely, I mean,
yeah, the businessman, the idea is to let it
It's gonna be
self-run
fast,
eventually,
man.
right? Eventually let it self-run, develop SOPs and systems and procedures in place, probably franchise it, open more outlets, right? Make more money, you sit back, relax, take money, do nothing. When you feel like you saturate the damn thing, you sell the thing and flip it over for what? For a nice profit, then you look forward to the next thing you do. I mean, that's businessman. That's a business. You are in
since
the
that you
business.
actually mentioned this perspective, does that pressure you that you hope or wish that you can actually bring someone on board or anybody that eventually you can have this place self run, or do you
I
really
don't
love
know.
hands-on?
My ultimate dream is to turn this into a family business, and I get very inspired by businesses in Europe and other parts of the world, right, where you see it's a family thing for like generations.
Okay.
Right, if they can have something pair and fee, the pair and fee, like some father and sons kind of company. Why I cannot have a wine bar pair and fee? Right? I mean it's a funny dream, but in the great grand scale of things, like in the mind, it's a dream. As I mentioned, a dream. That this hopefully will happen to the wine bar. Then my kids will serve your kids. Wine.
That would be the dream.
That'd be fun. That'd be great. That'd be something that to talk about.
Then we need to keep a bottle where we both sign and then pass it.
But the worry, but the biggest worry for me is whether or not this passion still keeps burning, and it's something that is my own battle with myself.
Very, very, very admirable.
But the people around me, they matter a lot. And people like us, right, how we thrive a lot on personalities like us. We thrive a lot on people. Yeah, the people is your energy and your battery. Yeah, the moment you don't get the support and the love of the people, right, your energy goes down and you feel very jaded, very quickly. Yeah, you're not driven so much by numbers. Yeah, correct. So it affects me more than anything else, something like that. So, but it's
definitely. I mean, since now that you got something that is like it's the dream that is going for generations. That's why you don't mind going slow in that sense,
Yeah, slow and steady, like 千人种树，后人乘凉.
So if it's not for grapes, not for the wine industry, right? So you mentioned army. Do you think you would have actually pursued that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think after the NS
what do you think you would have pursued then?
I think something to do with people as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have become like some kind of maybe some kind of concierge service. Something unique, something very bespoke. Like listen to people and then help them with some kind of
service
industry, the hospitality is base lah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where I am.
I can tell you're a very people person.
Correct. And the thing is that I'm the kind of person also I need to believe in my product to sell it. So I cannot sell things that I don't believe in. Yeah, I worked before in roles when I was younger, right? And I realized this when I was a young age.
Okay.
Where I have to just sell a product, so I'm hired to sell a product. When I taste the product or see the product, this is crappy, the product very how to sell, like. So people ask you like, okay lah, not bad lah. Then I'll be like, okay lah, it's not bad. So I cannot tell them like, this is the best. Some people can just, turn shit into gold. I cannot, bro. Shit is shit lah, bro. I can tell you that the shit doesn't smell as bad as the other shit lah, but it's still shit. Yeah, that's me. I really cannot. So you learn about things about yourself, really. So that's where when you start learning things about yourself, you tell yourself to stay away from things that are not you. Okay. I'm not saying another industry is no good. It's just self-actualization and a bit of self-mastery about yourself. Right. Okay, no, that's not my thing.
Understand.
Yeah. So
for the people who are, let's put it in a very general sense, for people who are actually going into business or maybe even going into the wine industry, but from the perspective of a sommelier in business, but not a businessman like what you mentioned. Okay. Do you think is the one important lesson that you've learned over the years?
One important lesson. I think the most important thing for me is to take care of the people around you. That is most important.
Your staff?
Yeah, it's a big host, it's a circle. Okay. You take care of your staff will take care of the customers. Naturally. Customers are taken care of, which means that your shareholders will be taken care of, because customers will spend money. Your shareholders are taken care of, they're happy with you, you're taken care of. And then this whole cycle goes round and round. The external factors that support this cycle are your vendors, your neighbors, your family, friends. And this thing is flowing nicely, right? Once you build this internal thing, right, how you need to care about the external circle. Because these are the external circle that can unknowingly come in and break this circle. You got friendship problem, family problem, neighbors and all that, and your suppliers. they try to do some, they jack your price. Your neighbors don't like you, they sabotage your thing. Yeah. So these are things that people tend to neglect. You see. Yeah. So I think that if you ask me, step one is to take care of your people. And once you learn how to take care of your people, naturally you will take care of other people around you. Yeah. People always tend to forget that. Always want to cut costs. Let's work my employee to the core. Hey, calculate their hour and make sure they fucking work to the minute. And don't let them clock out like that. Hey, why you go break so long? Yeah, things like that. Why you come late? Fine you. All these systems are in place just to control this guy.
Okay.
I mean, dude, it's adult. This guy knows he's late is late. Bro. But as long as the work produces what he's supposed to do and deliver at the end of the day, then at the end of the day, if it doesn't deliver, then that's where you step in and like, hey, you need to kick some ass, right? Yeah, you must understand that people are driven by very different needs and wants. Yeah, once you understand that, right, then you know how to take care of people.
So that's what you make a point to.
It's very important for me. If you ask me, that's one thing that's most important, and I think that's one thing that many people lack, and especially F&B. To my F&B friends, don't forget this. It's something that we always lament because you're not taken care of. If you ever get in a position where you can take care of people, then you should always try. Most important. Cool. Yeah, that's
amazing advice. Alright. Okay, this is a very important question. I really want to get your take on it. Knowing you for a few years, right? I think you kind of alluded to a little bit in the beginning as well. But what I'm trying to say is that it seems that wine, you being in the wine path, in the wine career, is something like a disguise to something deeper. Feels like you live life, right, as a journey of gastronomy.
Okay.
And you are on this path to kind of like eat, because you love it so much, you're trying to evangelize it to the people around you.
Okay.
Like, that's my personal obsession. Personal observation. Like, based on the last trip even, like, we were just casually talking about your Bangkok trip and things like that.
Oh.
You get what I mean? So that's the kind of like observation I have. Like, is that an accurate observation? What do you?
Wow, I don't know, but I won't go as far as to say I try to imprint it.
Like, because like you are, you're more than a foodie kind of thing almost.
No, I think that I'm just a very curious person by nature and inquisitive person since I was a kid. I think life is a learning journey right, before the whole thing ends. And you just keep absorbing and learning as much as you can. And the most important part about learning is that you can share and teach back.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's nothing more, legacy planning and things that to leave behind, right? I mean, to me, a measure of a man is not what you do in your life, but it's what you leave behind that matters. And in little ways possible, if you want to live up to that line, and you have to, not you have to, but you subconsciously want to practice. Not you have to, you have to, okay, let's put it this way, you have to practice if you want this, very what you preach, if you want to live this line and this line of leaving something behind. But you start practicing something and doing something, it becomes like a habit. From a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. From a lifestyle, it becomes you. It's just it evolves like that. You just keep doing it. Then subconsciously, you just start doing it all the time. And my way of sharing about life with people is through a way that's a little bit more, I feel, is a bit more positive, and there's a lot of enjoyment. I'm trying to tell people there's a lot of enjoyment, there's a lot of good things to look forward to in life, as long as you want to. And the medium, as I choose to say again, is through eating and drinking, F&B. And beverage is my specialty, but I love food as well. I'm not a great cook. As I mentioned, my school days, I'm a shitty cook, but I like food. And if you realize that I am, to me, food is...
You're good with flavors though.
Food and drink is something that I think the biggest respect and the biggest thing that is the most basic thing. And from there you understand somebody's culture and why they behave and eat in just a certain way. So I like to read and read into the history of things, and and then you share. But it's like that. And from there, there's a lot more to. For me, I feel there's a lot more to people and more to life. As I mentioned, from young, I'm a people person. I know I like to be near people, and in a way, it's like I like to find out the reason why people think and behave certain ways. So I think that's why, to me, F&B is the thing that It's the biggest thing because it's a common thing that a rich guy and a poor guy, no matter what, it shares.
Yeah.
You eat and drink, right? If
The social bond is.
correct, if your minister can queue up for chicken rice, you also can queue up for chicken rice. You know, it's one of those few things in life where two people of extremely different backgrounds and maybe of extremely different languages and upbringing and all that, all stuff like that, right? That they can still share that moment that is similar. Music is one of them, but you know, art maybe art, but not art also
Subjective.
Yeah, but food and drink is you know. So everybody grew up taking this, you know.
It's a social bond.
Yeah, that you and me share. This is why NS is created also, right, in Singapore. Something that is uniform in a way, right? Yeah, but it's quite different. Food is a bit more basic, more simplistic, more primal.
Okay, that's the end of the more, I guess, deep thought questions kind of thing.
Is it?
The next one will be a kind of a series of rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Rapid fire-ish lah, because some of the questions, if I'm curious, I just will ask you for a bit more elaboration. Okay, the first one, on this article on wonderwine.com.
Wonderwine, yes.
Yeah, you mentioned that you don't have a favorite wine or grape.
Yeah.
But do you have the least favorite wine or grape?
Least favorite wine or grape? Wow. Least favorite. Least favorite wine don't have lah. Never age up. Never single out somebody. Okay. Least favorite grape that I really don't enjoy drinking very much. No leh. Must it be okay? Let's put the common grapes in picture.
This is something that you drink. I think given the choice, I think I will try my best not to touch this grape anymore.
No leh, don't have. There are certain grapes that I'm like, okay, you know.
So you don't discriminate grapes or wine?
No, I just drink it because.
No wonder this one precedent.
No, I'm trying very hard to think. I wasn't trying to be political.
I know.
I was really thinking like, oh, really is there? I mean, are there a few things fresh on? Maybe the full body.
How about I level it up further? Do you even discriminate any alcohol?
Not too much tequila, I guess.
Okay.
It's quite tough. Oh, yes. I cannot drink soju.
Soju.
Soju is
that's
my bane.
alcohol. Okay.
Like I try to reject soju if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot.
But wine generally is okay, right?
Yeah. But soju, I don't know why.
Okay.
I drink it just doesn't agree with me. And makgeolli also.
Makgeolli also.
Yeah, makgeolli has stomach churns. And soju is
Korean
wine. And I coffee. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't drink coffee.
Usually I have coffee on my episodes, and the reason why today I have no coffee because he doesn't drink coffee.
I like coffee.
There's no reason to actually brew
I just can't drink coffee. I don't know why.
Yeah, but then again,
very sad.
That's just like a good excuse for me actually. I just want to taste his wines. Yeah. So next one is okay.
Sorry,
so if I have $150, if I have $150, it's a friend's birthday.
Yes.
Recommend me a white and a red.
A white and a red a friend's birthday. Well, you know how I always have a lot of questions like what your friend likes to do. Okay, assuming we don't know and we don't care lah.
Yeah. So for me to basically wow people.
Okay.
But with a $150
per bottle
miserable budget. No, both.
2 bottles
Tough.
I'm sure you can, you know, I think. So for friend's birthday and I only have $150 to pick a white and a red. Assuming everybody's just drinking randomly, right? Then I think I'll always pick a very fresh and dry wine. In fact, if I can, I will try to pick a sparkling wine.
Sparkling wine?
Yes, and not a still wine. Firstly, celebratory. The feeling of bubbles has been successfully implanted in your brain that is for celebration.
Okay.
That's great. So, you can pick something exciting to drink that's really nice. I think you can get your hands on good German sect. You could, German sparkling. But if not, something interesting from newer like Tasmanian sparkling wine. Okay. Very, very, very nice.
Alright.
So you can get that, and definitely it's at below $80 or something like that. So that's great. For red wine, if you want a bit of prestige, you can get older vintage stuff. Maybe like Spanish wines. Spanish wines always have a great price point ratio. Yeah, like Riojas, you can get 10-year-old Riojas and it's really under $100.
Really?
Yeah, correct.
So learn something new.
So yeah, and then
you guys too.
Yeah, for the red, you want to look prestigious, like a bit oval style, a bit of age on it, because that's what people associate it with. And then for whites, people tend to associate bubbles with things like that. So if you can, do bubbles. Because to be honest, when general people drink white, right, they don't care. They just drink white because it's fresh. Yeah, so there's nothing wow about it, but like bubbles like, whoa, okay, like a bit more expensive for that. Yeah, but there's always something exciting to taste.
Okay, later can go and buy already. Okay, third one. I know you generally don't really discriminate alcohol in general, but let's play a Shoot Shack Marry game.
Shoot Shack Marry.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot Shack Marry, whiskey, sake, wine.
I know who I'm going to shoot. Shoot sake.
Shoot sake, okay.
Yeah, no offense to sake. I mean, wine and whiskey, these are my two loves.
Okay.
Shack and Marry. Marry wine. Shack whiskey.
Okay.
For sure, man. Yeah.
Why?
Because a lot of people don't know, but actually, I think I may drink more whiskey than I drink wine sometimes on a certain days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I drink.
What's your
I
go-to
don't
whiskey?
drink wine every day, although I do taste wine every day.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I do drink whiskey almost every day, at least one glass or something.
Serious?
Yeah.
Is that a go-to whiskey?
No, but I drink a lot of because I'm a Macallan brand trainer. I drink a lot of Macallan.
Okay.
I really like Macallan. I think it's a great whiskey. Although yes, it's like a big brand, but wow, this is a damn good big brand. I think it's very. I enjoy all whiskeys and all styles.
So it's like a before go to sleep kind of thing.
I don't know, something about it that's very calming.
First thing in the morning.
No, after work. I wouldn't mind though. It's really nice. Sure. But very something calming about it that you drink it and then there's a calm kind of feeling after that. Yeah, it's really different from wine, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, wine for me is a very social thing. You drink and then you have over food and it's great. Wine.
Yeah. Other than wines,
yes,
or other than alcohol in general, what makes you tick?
What I mean, like beverage? What beverage makes me tick?
What makes you, like, what are your other passions?
Passions ah?
Even your passions.
I love foot massage. You have no idea how much foot massage
So specifically foot massage?
Foot massage.
Not full body massage?
No, not foot massage.
We can be friends.
Yeah.
Fiona would tell you that given a choice, I mean now I think I've grown to appreciate full body massage, but my go-to is foot massage. There's just something about massaging my feet.
Me too.
Is it the same thing as it?
Yeah. We put our feet together and see what. You can check the toes and check. Yeah, just foot massage. Because firstly, because my work, right? Because I walk a lot and stand a lot, so it's soothing on the muscles. Okay. Secondly, there's something about it, right? That feels loved and like warm.
This is nice,
very nicely.
Yeah, exactly.
So averagely, I do foot massage minimum once or twice a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So I plan to go after this. No, just kidding. But yeah.
So I'm not the weird one. I
like. It's not a passion, but it's a one of those whims that I really like.
Passion, and then you say foot massage, amazing.
Yeah. But after that, no lah. I mean, I pretty much. Yeah, very boring, bro. This is my life. My life is F&B. So
what do you do on your rest day?
F&B.
On your rest day?
Yeah, I wake up. I get whatever I need to get done, and then after that, it's just always looking for what to eat today. What should I eat? What should I drink today? Something that I haven't tried, or I want to go try something new, or do something and hang out with friends and family and all that.
Okay. Speaking about F&B,
yeah,
Hokkien mee or pasta?
Hokkien mee, yeah.
So you're a very local person.
Super, bro. Italian food is not even my favorite cuisine.
Oh, really?
I'm so sorry, bro. I know a lot of people love Italian food. I mean, I like it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't think it's that great. That's me.
Okay.
Everybody wants to kill me and I say that. What? You don't like Italian food? Do you not like Italy? Oh, I cannot answer that question. But Hokkien mee, bro. Hokkien mee. Yeah.
Okay. Where's your favorite Hokkien mee spot?
Hokkien mee spot, Swee Guan.
Is it somewhere you know?
Yeah, Geylang. Swee Guan. Long 29, I think. Yeah.
Opposite JB.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The guy smokes cigarette, bro. Then he puts the rubber hose that connects from the some air vent, right? Then he ons it. Makeshift one. Then the charcoal water pot. He fry.
Okay, dinner settled. Eh?
Yeah. Then he take the cigarette put on the counter. He fry like, wow, this guy best, bro. Like, okay, don't. Then NEA go down, shut him down. E-cigarette. Or even illegal also cannot.
There are about interesting or avant-garde food concoctions. Like, things like bubble tea pizza. Or salted egg yolk ice cream, this kind of stuff. Are you into this kind of avant-garde stuff?
I think
where does it stop for you?
I respect the creativity. I will taste it. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that it's not something that I gravitate to.
Okay.
Yeah, where does it stop? No
How
lah, I think
adventurous
that,
are
no,
you
I
with food?
think no lah. My character, I mean, for me, the sky's the limit. Like, if you have creativity, you should always push creativity.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that's how things get rehashed and how things get relooked at from a different perspective, and that's how people can improve or maintain something. Yeah, but for me, it's there's a certain respect that it comes when it comes to classics. I like classics, bro. Like, this is something that.
But when you travel, do you are you adventurous type?
Oh, for sure. I think that's.
Like you taste weird stuff. Or...
Yeah. The last thing I ate was scorpion. Just a month ago, I ate a scorpion, a whole scorpion. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, in Thailand. I walked in, then I saw the guy selling the exotic food night, right? And I ate a lot of that exotic food already. But scorpion missing on the list. Then I saw, hey, got scorpion in this one. Straight away buy the scorpion.
Live one?
No, dead one, they fry the scorpion.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought like live and then they fry it, something fresh.
Yeah, just need to get it off the list, the bucket list of the weird exotic things.
And then like I've heard of this thing called what, the snake blood?
Yeah, snake gallbladder eat. Taiwan.
Oh, okay. So really that's the one missing in the list.
I ate the snake already, gallbladder.
No, I mean the scorpion. That was the really one missing in the list. The rest is completed already.
I'm sure there are like the big giant cow testicles, like one of them, bull's testicles.
No idea.
Yeah, they have it in like Italy and all that. That one I haven't tried yet. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've tried a few different grubs and worms. Yes. Cockroach, maggots, lizards.
Hot milk sushi?
Yeah, all the time.
So so that's the least adventurous.
That's okay. It's not my favorite thing, but it's okay. Yeah, I eat it. That's all the sperm stuff. Yeah.
Sure. Give you the energy.
Things like that. Basically, I'm quite adventurous. I've tasted many things. I've tasted pee. I've tasted shit, the feces, human feces. For fuck. For fuck. Yeah.
For what?
Just for fun, just to taste. Not recently, not yesterday. But then, yeah, just one of those things that
When you were young, is it?
Younger lah.
Younger.
I mean, you pee and take a dump every day, right? And then you are like, have you ever wondered what it tastes like?
Your F&B tendencies really go all the way.
Just need to taste it. You just have to taste it. Yeah. So for me, it's already like Yeah.
So now you can literally not bullshit anyone when you say it. This one smells.
Like yeah. Have you tasted shit? Yes. Have you?
Okay, this one very interesting because this one I'm not shitting you. This is actually on the Facebook.
Yes. No pun intended. You're not shitting me.
Juraimi bin Richie. What's that all about? What's that all about?
So we always have this.
What's Juraimi bin Richie? I cannot.
Well, I don't know how you think that. I was like from like secondary school or something.
Yeah.
Like. So it's me and my guy friends. I have this very close group of guy friends, right? Yeah. So we always have, obviously, since Sec 1 we are good friends, and one of those moments where there's nothing better to do, and then we just started giving ourselves names. So one of the names we give ourselves was, if you had a Malay name, what would you give yourself? Yeah. So actually, when I was young, there was this Malay boy who was in primary like 5 or 6, something like that, and I was in primary 1, right? He always bullied me. For no reason, he just picked on me. All those bullies, Yeah, then his name was Gerald. It was in primary 1, right, that I learned to stand up to a bully. Yeah. So this, we had a mentor program like in primary 1. Then you have a mentor that attach a primary 6 student to you to mentor you, like your mentor like that in school. I don't know why your school had it. I had it. And this kid keep bullying me. He's not a very big or size kid, but he just keeps bullying me. So when he sees me, he just like snatch my bag, push you, then step on your shoe, so you'll fall down, that kind of thing like that. And then you don't understand who is this person, and you just realize he's a bully. He just wants to bully somebody, and he picks you lah. Then I got scared to go to school. I was like, I'm afraid in recess I'll see this guy and all that. So one day I was very worried. Then after my mentor, whatever you call it, the guy he asked me like, hey, why you look so troubled? Then I said, there's this kid that always bullied me. Which kid bully you? This guy called Juraimi, he's from what's class? I don't know.
You mark him.
He's like, why are you scared of him? The more you scared of him, the more he can't bully you. Say, next time he can't bully you, you just push him. Don't scared. At most he push you back, he will get caught because he's primary 6, he cannot bully a younger kid. Oh yeah, makes sense. So really, so when he came to me and bullied me, I just push him. Then he shocked lah, then he said some stuff. But after that, he realized that I have no more pushover. Then we become friends. We will just wave to each other like in school. It's very weird. It's a primary school thing. Yeah, but ever since then, I never remember the name Juraimi. It was the closest name I could get to like Gerald. Because one of the friends was called James, and he gave himself Jamal, that kind of thing like that. Yeah, and then after I started he went and my dad's name is Richie, so it's Jurani bin Richie.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's it. And now I have a colleague here whose name is Jurani.
So it's fated, bro.
Yeah, correct. Now I push him, bro. Now I push him around.
Okay, last one. If Gerald Lu was a grape, he would be?
Pinot Noir lah, bro.
Oh, you love Pinot Noir.
Yeah, because I love Pinot Noir. But I don't think I'm a Pinot Noir. But actually maybe I'm a Pinot Noir, yeah, I tell it.
So what characteristic of a Pinot Noir that describes you?
Sensitive. Yeah. No, actually, I don't know. I don't think I'm a Pinot Noir. I like Pinot Noir, but I don't think I'm a Pinot Noir grape. I think if I was a grape, I would be maybe like Sangiovese or something like that.
Sangiovese.
Yeah, correct. So very local kind of grape.
Yeah.
Oh, hi Dad, that's my dad. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So a very local grape because I think I'm very grounded and local.
Yeah.
But also a grape that is very suitable for the masses.
Nice.
You know, it's nothing crazy about this grape, but just very humble grape that everybody can drink. You know, but he has the capability to make great wines, and he has this capability to be mixed with other people. Yeah, to mix with other people. Yeah, so I think that's me, probably Sangiovese.
Not bad.
Yeah, and yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I think honestly.
Okay, parting shots. On this podcast, right, my guests usually would leave with a food for thought, either to inspire us, spark out conversations, or anything like that. So let's turn the table around. If you were to ask a question, you know, to actually get insights or maybe try to pick my brain or anything like that. Anything that you can think of in terms of food for thought.
Wow. Food for thought.
Yeah, you can take your time.
To ask you a question.
Or anything.
No, there's something for me to ask
Anything.
you in a way, but
Can be related to wine, can be related to anything, can be related to Hokkien Mee. Something fun, lighthearted.
that's food for thought. So you want me
It can be a food for thought, it can be a food for thought to actually, you know, spark off conversations.
like, why do hot dogs come in packs of 10 but hot dog buns come in packs of 8?
Okay, amazing. Alright, that's the best one that we've had so far in this podcast.
I don't know.
Really, that's good.
It's
That's good.
you, right?
That's good.
You said something you want to remove thought, like,
Yes,
something crazy like that.
yes, something crazy like that, because that's totally your personality.
Yeah, really. I don't understand why the hot dog packs, right? They give you 10 inside, right? There's always like 10 usually. But then the hot dog buns that you sell is like 8 or 4.
Amazing.
So you test 2, so you test 2, you eat it.
Amazing. Alright, that's all the time that we have for today's podcast. Again, Gerald Lu,
What's up, man?
he's a really cool guy, very jolly. Every time you come here, just tell him what you like. Do come by, you know, Prelum is just at Tanjong Pagar. Oh yeah, Prelum, based on my research, is also a wine press, right?
Yes, it's an old basket press.
I just learned that word. It's a Latin word.
Latin word, because everybody in Singapore learns Latin. This is the name that my partner...
That's like the first Latin word I think that
I think so,
Prelum.
me too. So when
Prelum, right?
Yes, Prelum. So when I learned the word, right, I roll my eyes in my shoulder. What? Why you name this out of name?
Also, it didn't come from you.
No, it wasn't from me. Bro, do I look like someone who like will put a Latin name? Yeah.
You put what?
I was for this name called Plonk.
Lim Jiu.
I was for this name called Plonk. Plonk. P-L-O-N-K.
P-L-O-N-K.
Plonk means a shitty wine. You drink Plonk. Like it's a very Aussie or UK term, drink Plonk. It's like, wow, so cool, like so Plonk, like, wow, this is a very casual thing, right? But my chef was like, no lah, got so negative connotation to it. It's called Prelum, you know, basket press, link old and new together. Like, oh my god. Okay,
Alright.
sure. Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you.
Bye bye.